Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Mark Stero. Damn, that notification came through quick. Holy shit. Dang, that was like the quickest ever. Bing. You're live on YouTube. Like literally seconds. Dang. Holy shit. You all right over there? Hmm? My dog's over here making crazy noises. It rained all day here today, and the rain finally stopped. So it's nice. What? Oh, fuck, that's lyrics. Loving sometimes means telling them the truth, what is best for them, and not just going along with their sins. Ooh. There's so many idiots in the world. You can tell this guy is like a sped. These people in this world are so sensitive. Oh my god. Then you have these idiots like everybody just, that's why the guy just told you that you could still love somebody and not like the way they live their life. Duh. Oh, hey, Jocelyn, you made it. Thanks for checking in. How's the kangaroos? I hope you're doing good. I'm glad you made it safely. I was wondering if I was going to see you because the day before you left, I think I didn't go live that night. And I was like, oh shit, I wanted to say goodbye to Jocelyn. And here you are. So that's good. I'm glad you're safe and everything's okay. I'm doing good. And it's rained all day today, and I've been just chilling. And then after the rain stopped, I went to have dinner with my mom and dad. We had some tuna that I had bought for my mom, and she made it. And I went there for dinner. And then I did some work in the workshop, and now I'm here. And Diamond's doing good. She's been hacking a lot, but today she only hacked maybe twice. I gave her some honey in her water, and it looks like it helped. And I gave her some medication, so she seems a bit better today. Today is the day she hacked less. Oh wow, that's cool. You know what? There's a lot of mystics and tarot readers and psychics in Australia. I know a few of them. There's an Australian woman. I think she's from Australia. I think she's like butterfly something tarot or something. She's pretty cool, but um, I haven't seen her in a while. Well, that's good. A lot of people don't really pray for anybody anymore. I pray all the time, but and I always pray for people and pray for the safety of my family and myself. But that's good. You had somebody pray for you, and his wife's a healer and tarot reader, so that's cool. It's nice to meet people like that. Here, I don't really know anybody that does that stuff. I know like maybe three people that do tarot stuff here, but no mediums or anything like that. I'm probably one of the I wouldn't say the only medium here. I'm sure there is a medium here somewhere, but like a lot of people don't really publicize their shit here like that. Hey, that's good. Hey, Yvette, how you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, all's good. I'm here. It's like midnight here. I should go to sleep, but I'm not really tired. So I said, let me come on here for a bit. But all's good though. I had a long day. It's been raining all day today, and it kind of dragged the day out. I would say like after 4 or 5 o'clock, like after 4 o'clock, it kind of stopped raining. Oh yeah, definitely. If I'm gonna go that far, I might as well go for a honeymoon. I've always wanted to see a kangaroo. That's a place I would love to go to be honest. I would love to see the other part of the world. I'm not really in a traveling mood. I used to travel a lot, but I don't know. I just once I've done something a lot, I kind of like don't want to do it no more. I've always had that thing about me. Like I used to go away like every 3 months. I used to have like a phobia about going away. And when I was younger, like once I got my freedom, I went to Atlanta and with my brother and his friend, and he had a condo, and I used to rent his condo out and go there with my friends, and then I met a guy there, and he ends up becoming my good friend, and then I ended up DJing out there, and I went to Atlanta for like years, and I started driving out there. I wanted to live there, and Then my friend got a divorce from his wife and he moved to Florida. And then I was like, fuck, I said, maybe it's time for a change. I'm going to go to Boston because my team's doing good. And then they won the championship in 2008. So I started going to Boston all the time. And I went Boston for a long, long time. And then after that, in 2020, when COVID hit, I never went away again because I got so mad, like at how the world changed in 2020 that I never wanted to go away again. I haven't been away in 4 years, and I refuse to go away now because I'm sick and tired of like going through the bullshit of like Bermuda has a new airport and I haven't even been inside of it yet because I refuse to go away because I just don't have like the energy to deal with it because I'm so sick and tired of like how the world is. And the United States is all fucked up anyway. It's like everybody's divided. There's too much like politics going on. I'm gonna wait till like this whole um election is over and done with, and maybe I'll go away after that. But right now it's too risky to go for me. I get sick and tired of like everybody's sensitive bullshit and their ways. I just want to stay away from people, to be honest. Being home and being in my workshop and being like with my family is the best thing. I don't even want to go away, like and go on a trip or anything, because I'm just gonna get irritated with stupid people. So I just can't be bothered. I feel like I'm at the best place I can be, and that's home. So when I get the urge to go away again, I'll probably go. But otherwise, that I really don't care. And my nephew is going to college next year to the UK, and if he does, I'll probably go out there and visit him. So that way, my sister and my other nephew can stay home and take care of the dog. Because I don't want to leave her with just anybody. Yvette, I got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready, sweetheart. Thanks. But yeah, otherwise that I don't really have like the motivation to go on a trip. And right now I have like everything I can possibly need. So I'm really happy to have my workshop and to be in there every day and work. I was in there for a couple hours and I accomplished, some stuff and did a few things, even though it was raining. I still did some things that I needed to do. Got all these ideas running through my brain. So, I'm just living in my own world over here. Yeah, that's why like I would love to go to Boston because that's the place I love the most. I would love to go to Boston and see a few games and see my friends and go shopping and all that, but I just don't have like I just don't have the motivation and the energy to go. And I also can't stand spending a lot of money just to go away for a couple days. Like I usually like going for like 5 days maximum. And I don't like to go away for long periods of time unless I'm going on like a really, serious trip with someone, you know? But if I were to go to Boston for 5 days, the plane ticket is like between $600 and $800, which is ridiculous. Then the hotels are $400 a night at the cheapest. And if I go for 5 nights, that's 5 nights, that's 2 grand. Then another $700 for the plane ticket. Then I gotta pay at least $300 to $400 for the basketball tickets if I go see a game or two. And then I still gotta pay for food and like transportation. So like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be spending close to like $1,000 a day if you think about it. It's gonna like $4,000 to $5,000 just for a couple days. Like I can use that money for a lot better things than going away just to go see shit I can see on TV and go to the same place I've been going to for the last umpteen years. And I've seen like everything I wanted to see, and I just don't have the urge. I really don't. I don't really care. And I've been away, like I've been on an airplane so many times, and I've been to so many places in my life. I just want to take a nice break and just like not go on any trips and save my money. I just don't have you know, the feeling to go. I could care less, to be honest. If I had like a serious reason to go, I would, but I don't really care. I love home so much that I don't feel like going anywhere. People come to Bermuda for a vacation. And when I go to Boston, sometimes they're like, "Why would you come here?" And I'm like, "I come here because I love sports. I love, my teams. I like to go see them." And like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." I'm like, "Yeah, but if you live there, I want to come to Bermuda." I was like, "Yeah, you can come here, whatever." But yeah, I got to the point where I don't even care about going away anymore. My sister says I'm crazy, that she needs a vacation. My sister would travel every fucking week if she had to. She loves traveling, but not me. I used to love traveling. Even the last time I went, I didn't really enjoy myself that much. I found that my body couldn't handle, like, my body and my mind just couldn't handle the plane ride, and the change of climate, and just the energy was so like weird the last time I went, you know? The whole energy was just so weird. I didn't like it. I felt like I was in a place that I shouldn't be in anymore. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I need to take a break. My body's telling me like, yo, don't do it. Don't go away again. You need to like relax. And I'm the type of guy, I love being home now more than ever because I can't stand being around people. Because you have to watch your back 24/7 now. There's no peace. There's no like safety. And like, if I say the wrong thing to anybody or anything, then I'm gonna have like a battle on my hands. Like people are so sensitive they can't handle any criticism or anything. People are just weird. So much weirdos in this world. It's actually kind of disturbing. People here are like a bit different. They're not like they'll say things and stuff like that, but like they like people online are more sensitive to comments. Like I feel like a lot of Americans and Canadians are always like battling on the internet of who's right and who's wrong, and like how could you say that about these people? They're this and they're that. Like there's too much like stupid ass sensitive people that you can't you I everybody has to like what you like, and if they don't, you're a bad person. That's how the world is right now with all these idiots. Like you can't say anything. If I'm against something and you're not, then you're not going to speak to me ever again because I don't like what you like or approve of what you approve of. Like that's the stupidest thing in the world, you know? It's like I'm a sports guy, so my rivals, I don't like them, but I don't like hate the people that go for them. Like I'll tease them and be like, "Yeah, how does it feel to take that L last night?" Or I'll just talk shit. But I'm not gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you if you talk about my team." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, people are taking shit a little bit too serious, don't you think? Your sensitivity levels at an all-time high. Turn it down, sweetheart. It's okay. You can't even joke around or anything with people. They get so sensitive over everything. It's actually pretty disturbing. Like on Facebook, it's all over Facebook today. Yvette, you can ask your question when you're ready. um, on Facebook today, they announced, it's like 3 or 4 times they announced, right? It said Toyota, the company Toyota will no longer support the LGBTQ group. and their parades and their parties, right? Toyota like backed out of it and don't want to do it anymore because there's too much like discrepancies and things. So um half the comments are like, "Yay, fuck those people," blah blah blah, and then the other half is like, "Oh, this is so wrong for them to do this because in the Bible it says that Jesus should love everyone, and like Jesus said everybody should be loved." So if Toyota doesn't want to support them, you revert to what Jesus said in the Bible. So apparently you didn't see the part where he says that he doesn't approve of that group. So that's okay for you to say, but you want to twist people's words and like say stupid shit like that. You can still love somebody and not approve of what they're doing because someone's choices are someone's choices and beliefs and opinions, but you can still love that person. So if you have a daughter and a son and they make a bad choice, you still love them, but they made a bad choice. To you, they made a bad choice. So like, are you serious like right now? So because people are like, yeah, I'm gonna go buy a Toyota now, so like, so the people that are against that group, why can't you just accept that they don't like that group? Why do we have to like that group if we don't approve of it? So that's just like an example, like, so like if you are against it, who cares? If you like them, that's your business. We're not telling you you're not supposed to do it. And if we are, then that's the argument you have with that person. There's a lot of things that people don't like. I don't like liars. So that's half the world. You see what I mean? And I'm on here every day preaching God's name, talking about Jesus. So if you're a Muslim and you don't believe in God or Jesus, I'm not going to tell you fuck off and get out of here. I'm going to say that's your beliefs. We can still be friends. We can still be cool. I don't care. Your beliefs have nothing to do with me, and my beliefs have nothing to do with you. You believe what you want, I believe what I want. We can still be friends and we can still love each other. We can still be cool. Why can't we? You see? Like that shit just aggravates the living hell out of me. Like the division that people portray in this world to divide you because you don't agree with me and I don't agree with you, and oh, you like Trump, so you're an idiot. Like, are you serious right now? So people can't have choices. They have to go by what you say. So we have to do what everybody else does. That's going to be a boring ass world. These people need to get over themselves. They really do. Anyway, that's how I feel. It's just like being a psychic, Like I don't tell my parents that I do this because I know how they're going to be. They're going to say that I'm crazy or I shouldn't do it because that's their opinion. They told me a lot of things I shouldn't do, but I did it anyway and I succeeded. So I don't really care about their opinions and what they say. Some things are best unsaid. So that's something in my life I don't care about. They don't need to know everything. They ain't told me everything about their lives either. So there's certain things that you just keep to yourself, right? I do this because I want to do it. Whether it's right or not right for you or for somebody else, that's your problem. That's your opinion. That's what you want. But don't tell me I can't do it because you don't like it. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. Go somewhere else. I don't come bother you. Do I tell you what to do with your life? Exactly. People are very stupid. That's their word. They're stupid. Because they have no idea what they're saying. It's not their fault. That's why I just don't want to be around anybody because people say and do the stupidest things in the world. Like people have really lost their minds. It's pretty sad. All right, how does the Aries feel moving forward in our connection? We almost broke up, but we sat and talked about it. I felt like he was willing to walk away. Sounds like an Aries to me. It's Aries full moon, you know that, right? So the Aries people are gonna be kind of like, and people are like, don't you talk about Aries like that. They're not like that. Calm down, sweetheart. Your family's like that? Yeah, my family can be like that too. That's why I stick to who I hang around. Well, this part they show up in the reading here. They feel like frustrated and they feel like they have to face the facts and they're very indecisive and they're probably going to be procrastinating a bit and they're worried about the connection and they think that they think that you have no say in the argument that you had, like what you said was not right and they're right. They feel like they were right in the whole argument and you're not. And they feel also like they have unlimited possibilities. So if they walk away from you, they will have somebody else that don't bother them. So this Aries is pretty much like willing to walk away, like you said, because he thinks he's right about everything, and he feels like that's the way it is. But he's also feeling like he feels both ways. But right now, I would say like he feels that maybe he is thoughtless and maybe he was careless in the argument or maybe he was wrong. And he's now looking and saying to himself, you know what? I'm going to begin and try again in this connection and be more enthusiastic and be more and take more initiative to make sure this doesn't happen again. So I still think he wants the connection, but he's like kind of thinking that he's right about whatever happened or he's in the clear, and he thinks that you're very quick to respond and he thinks that you make things intense and your perception is maybe a little too intense for him, like he can't handle certain things you say or you do, because I got you as the Queen of Swords here, and that's a woman that stands up for herself and says things and may cause somebody to be sad or may cause somebody to react. And I got him here at Aries as the Fool. So the Fool is a person who would take like the challenge and always think that they're right. But I feel like because of that situation that you went through, I still feel like he's willing to work it out, but he still thinks that you're the issue. You have an issue or you are the problem or you created this product that led to the argument or led to whatever the situation was where he wanted to walk away. So moving forward, I would say that he's going to think before he speaks, or he's going to like test the connection to see if if it lasts or if it gets better. With families, you can write a book. You and me both. I think everybody that comes in here pretty much talks about like family situations and how fucked up they are, and majority of the people talk about their love life and how bad it is or how bad it was. That's why there's majority single people in here, because they're starting to learn that they don't really need anybody, they want somebody. I think I might rub off on a few people too. Yeah, so you pretty much admitted to what I just said. So he looks at you as you're like the issue, you know? So you spoke up, you said what you needed to say, so you kind of like got in his, in his feelings. And if you blew up and about certain things and you want a reassurance, he can't handle that. So you have yourself to blame then. So that's why you came up in the reading as the person to be blamed. He's blaming you for how you acted. Because I see him upright and I see you as the Queen of Swords, which is a person who, has a perception of everything very intensely and will say shit that kind of gets him in trouble. But that's usually what the Queen of Swords does. She's like, you see this sword? You want me to cut your ass up? You know, if you don't say, what I need you to say or do what you need to do. So when you're the Queen of Swords and you show up in a reading, a lot of guys can't handle that. They can't handle the Queen of Swords. She's like, yeah, I dare you. Say something stupid. So, yeah. And an Aries man is not going to put up with that. I can guarantee you that. I know you're a Virgo, and that's kind of like the same. There's a lot of Virgos that show up as the Queen of Swords because, like, a Virgo is the same way. A Virgo reminds me of a Queen of Swords, even though in the tarot she's not. But to me, it is. To me, it can be. They act like that. I know a lot of Virgos that ain't gonna put up with no shit, and they need secure, and they're very insecure, and they will like call you out because they don't want to get fucked over. It's just there. It's just in their blood. Oh, there you go. See, so you're at fault. Let me tell you something. You want me to give you some advice, Yvette? Let me give you some advice. Daddy Marky is going to tell you something. Okay, nothing bad. I'm just going to give you some advice. Okay, if he ain't doing nothing bad, don't always think he is going to do something bad. Right? If somebody's gonna do bad shit, you'll catch them. And if you catch them, then you can say, "Hey, look, you're doing bad shit." I always call Virgo women the Virgo police because Virgo is like a detective. Virgo women, I know they're all detectives. They want to find out everything all one time. They want to make sure they ain't getting fucked, they ain't getting disrespected, and they're always worried about what somebody else is saying. Or they're always worried about what that man's doing because they don't want to look like an idiot, right? And if you keep doing that, then you're not going to work out with anybody. You got to put in some type, you got to take accountability for your actions. That's the main thing. If you take accountability, so you're saying you got to chill because he don't be doing nothing. And, maybe you're insecure and you want some assurance. You got to tell yourself, look, I have to take accountability for my actions. So if you can take accountability for your actions, then you can move forward and say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't act like this. Yeah, you can't take the bash. That's what I'm saying. You got to take accountability because listen, a lot of people won't take accountability for what happened. I'm gonna a lot of women. I tell a lot of women this, and my sister, I had to tell her plenty of times until she understood what I was telling her. And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell every woman that's my friend, my client, or someone who I love and care about. Women, because I'm a man, I'm gonna tell you tell you what I think about a lot of women. A lot of women, right? They allow a person, a man, to destroy them or disrespect them or fuck them over. If you get a red flag and you don't take it and you get disrespected and you still go back to that guy, then you are dumb enough to do so. Or you need to take accountability for your actions for dealing with that person. So what happened in your past is your fault because you let that person do the things they did to you. You see what I'm saying? And that's not always the case all the time. I know people hurt people and have no like remorse and they don't care. And sometimes you don't see it. But at the end of the day, never take your past into the future relationships you have. Because if you do, that energy is never gonna get let go. And then that guy that you're with, he's gonna see that shit. And he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not putting up with this broken woman. Like, Yeah, see? So if you can and listen, you're not a bad person for admitting any of these. See, you're admitting your faults, which is great. And some people are like, no, don't say it, don't admit anything. Fuck these men. It's not always the guy. It's the guy. The guy may be an asshole, but you're allowing this asshole to do what he wants with you. And you can't love an asshole. That don't make no sense. You're not supposed to love people who disrespect you, right? So if you're allowing people to do things to you, then you have to take accountability for the actions that you did. It's that simple. And if you can do that, then you can get over the hurt, you can get over the pain and say, hey, I'm about to give somebody a chance. And until I see this person disrespect me, then I won't have a reason to look for the disrespect. You see what I'm saying? So if this guy ain't doing nothing wrong, and all because he ain't speaking to you or something like that, a lot of like guys like me, I diss women who want me to speak to him all day, every day, because it's unnecessary. If you're a man and you have a job and you have a strenuous job or a job that you can't be talking to people all the time, then don't. I'm gonna tell a lot of women don't like me when I tell them that. I say, look, sweetheart, my hands are fucking dirty. I'm not gonna answer my phone every hour for you to say, hi, babe, what are you doing right now? Well, sweetheart, I just took a shit, and now I'm about to wash my hands and go eat, and then I'm gonna go back to work. What the fuck do you want? You just called me an hour ago. You see what I'm saying? I can't handle a woman like that. That ain't fucking happening. See? So you have to give him some type of fucking leeway. Listen to Daddy Marky. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I've been through this bullshit. And a lot of women think, oh, he ain't calling me. He ain't paying me no attention. And a Virgo, oh, good Lord in heaven. I don't think I can date a Virgo. That's why a lot of Virgos are just my friend. And I love Virgo women to death. I have so many good Virgo women in my life. I love them to death. But I don't think I can date one because they want too much attention. I can't handle that. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Some don't even want attention, which is great. But I'm being serious. Like, I'm trying to help you. Like, because, I got enough love for all of you in here. Like, I'm trying to teach women how to deal with men. And trust me, I'm a professional. I know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of women, they just think that every man is fucked up. And please don't think that way. Please don't think every man's going to hurt you. Please don't think that every man is going to fuck you over. Because that's not the case. Because if you allow the guy to fuck you over once, he's going to do it again and again and again until you say, fuck you, I'm gone. So you have to take accountability for the situations you're in. So you have taken accountability from what you're saying to me. So you admit that you're wrong. And that's great. That's the first step in admitting you're wrong. That you're overreacting. And you are. And if he's the boss at his job, you can't expect him to say, I'm the boss and I'm gonna get my phone and I'm gonna call my girl right now and say, hey Yvette, what are you doing right now? Oh, I'm thinking about you and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, how's your day going? Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, that shit's unnecessary. After work, you can talk for hours because you got all the time in the world to talk. During the day, a little text, hey, how's your day going? Just checking in. But all that shit, like waiting for him to call you, and if he calls you, if you call him, he answers one time. All that shit's all good, but you got to give him a break. If a man's got a job, he can't do two things at once. A lot of men can't be a boss at home and with his girl and work. And I'm not defending him by no means. I'm just telling you like the reality and the truth of what it means to have like a relationship and like demand certain things and want certain things and how things are actually going to be. So give the guy a break. He is a boss. He's working. When he gets a chance, he'll call you. Just like try not to let it bother you. Try not to think like, the worst things. And it never will be. It never will be perfect. I have a bad habit thinking that I'm going to find somebody that's perfect. But perfect can mean like perfect for you and your standards and your preference. That can be perfect. But you're always going to have like, disputes and I talk about this every day that a lot of people are deranged. Yeah, but you can't have perfect. I have a Virgo friend of mine that I've known for a very long time. She's one of my best friends, right? And she's a client, she's a friend, she's a reader, and she's dated a Virgo for over 10 years. And they have their moments where she's like, I'm glad he's gone. Fuck him. Like I can't stand him. Like sometimes he's too much. And then and when he's not around, she'll be like, I don't know what this fucker's doing. He better not be acting up, or can you read on him? It's like Virgos are just like police. They gotta have their cake and eat it too, and they have to like have everything perfect. And you have to know everything your partner's doing, or else the world's gonna end. And then you get fed up when it's too much. You're like, okay, that's enough, bro. Leave me alone. IT's Virgos on here all the time for years. One of my very good friends, she passed away. She used to come in here all the time. You hear me talk about her sometimes. My friend Sue, and she's a Virgo as well. And when I used to do the Virgo readings, like the love readings for single Virgos, all the Virgos used to attack me, and I have more Virgo women than anything, you know. Yeah, I call the Virgo police because you like to investigate and you like to like make sure everything's going according to the law. Yeah, thanks. She was the best. She was one of my best friends on here. She's a Virgo, and she's still, I still speak to her in spirit every now and then. I speak to her sister a lot. Um, I still, I love her to death. She was one of my great friends. She used to be in here riling me up, talking shit. We had different opinions all the time. We always went at it, but we never like lost our friendship over stupid shit. We talked it out, you know. She would get so I would like get her so mad sometimes, and then she'll start like talking shit and teasing me. But it was all good fun. Like it was never like bad vibes because like she knew at the end of the day like that we guys just talking shit. But yeah, she passed away from cancer. She beat cancer and then she got it again a few years later. But she used to come in here every day, and our energy kept her alive for a while longer. So, but yeah, she's my favorite Virgo of all time, and I have a lot of Virgo friends that come in here that I love very much, and I deal with you all. You know. I like to tease you all because you want perfect all the time, and you have to know what your man's doing every day. Take it easy. You know what I suggest also is like just let it flow. Don't pressure anything. The best thing to do in a relationship is just to let everything pan out on its own. Don't try and control anyone or any situation. And all that communication shit, don't let that stuff bother you. Because like when you don't get a phone call or a text from the person you're with, it's because they're busy, or it's because they're doing something. When they have a chance to speak to you, they will. And if there is no communication, then that means that's your answer. They don't give a shit. If it takes more than 2, 3 days, obviously that's your answer. But if you're like together, then that's a different story, right? But try not to like think that because you're available to communicate, that person also is available to communicate. Communication is very hard to deal with because a lot of people think that you have to oblige to when you are ready to communicate. Or because you're ready to speak to him doesn't mean he's ready to speak to you, and vice versa, you know? So, and my suggestion is to never communicate until after work. Like you can, text each other if you can, or how your schedules are. But during the day, especially if you have like strenuous jobs or important jobs, that shit can wait. It really can, unless it's an emergency. We're all adults. You don't need to like go too deep on that shit. I wish everybody understood that. But, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to like teach everybody to calm down and allow your relationships to develop on its own. Don't try and change anything. Don't try and like don't think negative. Don't think that, oh yeah, I always got to do all the work or whatever. Give what you get and get what you give. Only because I care about you. I have a soft spot for the Virgos in my life because I know you guys need help. From Daddy Marky. I like teasing you all, but that's what I would say. Like that's my advice to you. And Aries men get irritated quick. Like fire signs, they're like, don't fucking irritate me. Especially Aries. Like if you tell an Aries, oh, why you ain't answering your phone, or why you ain't like, talking to me, or why you ain't called me, they'll flip. They'll go off it. Like, who the fuck you think I'm home with you? Fucking nothing. I'm fucking working. Fuck is your problem? They'll start blowing up, going off their head like, hey Virgo, how you doing? I guess I must have called you in because I was just talking about all my favorite Virgos in the world and how they act. See, I told you. See, I knew another Virgo was gonna come in here eventually. Virgo loves one of my favorite Virgos too. I've known her for a long time. She'll tell you. I have to calm her ass down too. I have to tell her, turn it down, sweetheart. It's okay. You know how men are, all right? Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know Aries. I know I'm an Aries specialist. I've dated a few Aries, and I know how Aries men are. If you want an example of an irritating Aries man, or an Aries man that gets irritated easy, Tyler's Tarot. There you go. If you know Tyler's Tarot, he's an Aries. And if you say something to him, he blows right up. He's the perfect example of an Aries man. Someone who gets irritated quick. They could be cool as fucks and laugh and talk shit and joke and make you laugh and make you like them. But when they snap, they're a whole nother breed. They're like a next level person. They're like rams. They take their fucking horns and they're like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you see him? He's that's what an Aries man is like. They're all like that. They snap quick. You're tired? Yeah, I had a good day. It rained all day here. I came live earlier. And then I went work in the afternoon because it stopped raining. And then now I'm just chilling. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm trying to, get to? I'm trying to give you examples of Aries behavior. And you know what? Tyler always disses Aquarius. So like I always get like irritated with him because he obviously had like, bad experience with an Aries or something. I mean with an Aquarius, I mean. So he'd be always like when he gets to Aquarius readings, he'll be like, ugh. What he used to say? He used to say a word. Aquarius, oh, I don't even want to do your reading because you all make me disappointed and you always this and you. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? He thinks that every Aquarius is fucked up or something. He be like dissing the Aquarius before they read. He'll be fucking their reading up before it even starts. That's why I don't watch him no more. Because every time he does Aquarius, I'm like, yeah, this guy always talking shit. Like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? I'm like, I better get out of here. This guy don't like Aquariuses. So fuck him. That's what I said. I'm like, yeah, well, want to talk shit about Aquariuses, then bye. So he obviously had like a bad experience with an Aquarius, or with a few. And Aries and Aquarius can butt heads a lot because they're both like know-it-all signs. Like we know everything, you can't tell us nothing, and don't talk no shit. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, yeah. I don't watch him anymore. I'm not even subscribed to him anymore. I got tired of him like disrespecting women and talking down on them and disrespecting everybody in his room. He got a little carried away. He let all that shit get to him. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing now. I could care less. I wish him the best. I have nothing against him, but I don't watch him anymore. I don't really hear too much about him anymore. Yeah, as long as he's okay, that's all. I don't wish nothing on him. I know he's doing his thing. I just don't agree with a lot of things he does. He never like when he shuffles cards, he never says like spirit, or he never acknowledges God or like Jesus, or like he never acknowledges spirit. He didn't back then. I don't know if he does now. I don't know. But that's one thing I didn't like about him. He thought that what he was doing was all on his end. Like he was the master behind everything. I'll give it to him. He knows how to read tarot, but he lets like the people in the comments ruin everything. Like he should just like shut his comments off. He should shut his chat off. Then he'll be all right. He'll focus more on his readings. But yeah. He was fun to watch back then. I used to be in his room all the time. I thought he was fucking hilarious because he was funny and he always said, crazy shit. That was a good old days. Yeah, he got a little too carried away with like disrespecting people. So I got tired of him. It was him, Rich Loop. It was him, Rich Loop, and somebody else I used to watch all the time that I don't go there anymore. Who the fuck was the other person that I used to watch all the time? I can't even remember anyway. But those two, they got like, serious issues. That's why like people are like, yeah, I'm done with you guys. But those two guys were very popular back like a couple years ago, like 6 years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago. They used to be like the most popular readers on here. at one point in time. And then uh, they both kind of like showed their true selves. And the Aries and Aquarius. See. But yeah, those guys always have beef with everybody. Like it's sad. Like a lot of readers on here are too like caught up in like the popularity, the money, the likes, the subscribers. Like people are caught up too much in that and they forget like what the purpose of all this is. So yeah. I just saw like the beef between it was last month, the beef between Leo King, the astrologer guy, and Rich Luke. They used to have like a show together, and then Rich Luke started talking shit about Leo King, and then Leo King had receipts of him paying him and even showed bank account statements and shit. So he called him out and said, "Look, you're a fucking liar, bro. I paid you. I paid you thousands of dollars to be on my podcast with me. So what you talking about? You volunteered and did this shit for free. I paid you, motherfucker." So I'm like, here we go again. This jackass is always starting trouble with people, and people never learn. Like if you know that guy's past, you like I do, and what he did on here and how he conned people, you would never deal with that guy ever again. Yeah, I know, but I know all of them. I've been on here long enough. I've been in all their rooms. I don't really associate with any of them, but they're all men with egos and they're young. See, they're in their 30s. They're all in their 30s, and they all think their shit don't stink, and they think they know. The old three of them think they know everything. They're like, yeah, I know everything. I'm the fucking greatest, and I'm like, you guys are babies, man. Shut the fuck up. I don't like any of them, to be honest. I'll be honest. I don't like any of them. They're none of my company. So, but I saw the beef last month, and I was like, wow, these people still don't learn. I was telling somebody the other day that that guy Rich Luke, about 6 7 years ago, he came online and like he was doing. I used to watch him religiously, and I liked his energy. I liked his his style of reading and shit. I like watching the younger generation, come up, and he was cool, like, and then all of a sudden, like, he broke up with his girlfriend or some shit, and then he was out on the streets apparently, and it was all like a hoax to get more money. And one day he was outside, like in the snow, and he was like smoking a cigarette, and he was like crying and telling everybody how fucked up his life is. And then everybody donated like thousands of dollars to him on PayPal. And PayPal called him and said, "Yo, we have to like lock your account because you're getting all this money." And I believe it because those women are stupid enough to give him all that money. Because all the women thought he was cute, and because he said he was, you know, kicked out of his house from his girlfriend and broke up, all those bitches like swarmed at him, right? And threw money at him like he's a hoe. So he took all that money, and honest to God, I saw it with my own eyes. Within 2 weeks, he went from homeless to being with another woman in Vegas. In Vegas. I don't know. I can't remember where he was before, but he was in he even showed like the place he was in. And he moved to Vegas and had a new girlfriend, a new life, and like blinging with all the money everybody gave. He even was flaunting like, "I'm got a truck and I'm got this," and I'm like, "Fuck, bro, you went from like homeless and poor to rich overnight, bro, within 2 weeks." Something's fishy about that shit. And he's been on like this tip where he's got like all this money now, and then one day he'll go through like delusional spells where he'll talk about how tarot is not right and how he's gonna give up reading tarot, and tarot is evil, and I'm gonna stop reading now, and I have other things to do. I'm making money other ways. And then 2 weeks later, he's back online. Okay, I'm gonna do all 12 signs now, everybody. How you doing? I'm back. My fake ass is here. And I'm like, this guy's fucking mental. He really is. Like, he needs fucking help. Like he changes his demeanor. He's got like different personalities in different ways every week, every month he changes. He goes from terror is shit to terror is my life. He'll go from I'm not reading anymore, I'm not doing personal readings because people aren't paying me or people devalue me, or I have to put my price higher because I'm such a great reader and I'm the best in the world. Like, he glazes himself constantly over and over and over. And then people are like, you don't catch on to this guy? He's like, he's full of shit. And then when he teamed up with Leo King and I saw him together, I was like, this is a bad idea. These are two hotheads and two arrogant fuckers together. Leo and Aquarius ain't gonna work. And I'm surprised it worked as long as it did. And look what happened in the end. And I was right all along. I told everybody that shit ain't gonna last. Because that guy, he's a dickhead. And I know how he is. He's a con artist. He'll take your money and he'll say that he didn't take it or he didn't have it or he don't need your money because I'm like a baller and I got money. I'm got a fucking, truck, and I'm got a house, and I'm got this. Man, you ain't got fuck. Shut the hell up. Prove what you fucking got, ass. So that's why I don't have no respect for a lot of guys on here that read, because they make a mockery out of psychic stuff. They make a mockery out of tarot. They make a mockery out of being a psychic. If you're a good tarot reader and you help people, then you're gonna get helped by spirit and by God. Now, if you make a mockery out of it and you dwell on money and fame and popularity, your whole life is gonna go down the drain. And your whole, like, everybody's gonna know who you are. You're gonna get fucked. And that's why he keeps changing to try and manipulate the people to like him and to feel sorry for him and to give him money. And like, they're just a joke. So I warn people. I warned a few people, don't deal with that guy because he's already like conned everybody. I've watched it with my own eyes. So I used to follow him, and now I can't stand him because he's ripped off a lot of people. And I've had people come to me and say, I paid this guy all this money for a reading, and he gave me a load of bullshit. And that never happened. And I know a lot of guys on here, and a lot of women too, a lot of readers, period, that people will come to me and say, hey, look, I paid this person all this money for a reading, and none of the shit they said happened. And you can tell like it was like a bullshit thing just for them to make money. And that's why if you ever come across a channel where the person says they don't do personal readings, that's your red flag. If they don't do personal readings, that means they're not connected spiritually, and they're not connected to you or anybody. They think in their beady little minds that they don't need the outside world for them to read you. A lot of people are delusional like that. And that's why they don't last on here. That's why they ain't got no respect. And a lot of them buy subscribers and buy views and buy likes so they look good because they're really trash. And that's a fact. Because if you had hundreds of thousands of subscribers, when you go live, why they're not in your room? Why they're not in your room? Because it don't exist. Because if you have all those people, there should be at least 1,000 to 2,000 people in your room. If you got all those subscribers, because obviously it's not possible for everybody to come in your room at once, right? But if you only got 30 people watching you and you got 100, 200,000 subscribers, that shit don't add up. It don't make sense. So that means you bought that shit so you can look good and act like you are that person that you're not. Because that's what it's all about. It's about image on here. So if people see, oh yeah, this guy's got 100 and some thousand subscribers. He's got to be good. That's probably going to be the worst person you go to. And now, if you go in their description, they say, this is for entertainment purposes only, which is something that I do as well, because a lot of people take it too serious, right? Because nothing's set in stone and you can change whatever I tell you, right? At least I'm honest with you. And another thing is they have in their bio, I do not do private readings. So don't ask. And if they say that, that means that they did private readings and they got called out for it because they took people's money and the shit never happened or never even remotely happened, even 10% of it. And you charge these people $100 for a bullshit email reading. See what I'm saying? So like this is the dilemma, and this is the issue that goes on here. Is there's so many people scamming, and they take your money and laugh at you, and then if you come back and talk shit, they're gonna be like, oh, there's no refunds. Read the fine print. So I'm gonna take your money, fuck you over, and then tell you I can't give it back to you because it's in writing. And that's how they get you. And then they make a lot of money off of readings, off of stupid people who go get them. And then they say, oh, I don't do private readings no more because I'm overwhelmed with so many readings. Please. You wish you was getting a whole heap of readings. You ain't getting shit. If you was, you would do it with dignity and pride, and you would do everybody's reading and help every single person. But instead, you bullshit your way through life and don't give thanks to Spirit. And Spirit says, I'm not dealing with you. Fuck you. You don't even acknowledge me. Why? You're gonna be a noble. You're gonna be one of those readers that come on here and do the signs and does it. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna do Aries through Aries through Pisces. And after I'm finished, I'm getting out of here because I'm not taking no other questions. I'm not doing nothing for free. And I'm just gonna like bullshit you all, and that's it. And if there's like 40, 50 people in there that say, oh my God, I feel like you're reading me, that's because all of you idiots have the same bullshit love life. Because you deal with idiots. And that's why idiots resonate with idiot fucking behaviors and idiot fucking situations. And that's the truth, whether you believe it or not. And that's why I just said it. I don't even know why I do, but it's the truth. Some people never learn, and they keep going to these idiots and getting bullshit. And I'm not perfect either, but I don't rob nobody, and I don't take your money and laugh at you and disrespect you. I never guarantee anything on here, because you could change your life right after you get a reading. You be like, Mark told me this, but I don't want to. I'm going to do this. So you have free will. As long as you have free will, a reading is never 100%. The present is what goes on, or what did go on can be read. And the future can be read too. But Spirit's got to want to give you that information and give it to me. So if your spirit and my spirit combine to give you a heads up, you already know that you have a connection with me and Spirit. So if what I say to you happens, then that means you can trust me and trust what I'm telling you. But if you go get a reading from somebody that gives you a fairy tale story and tells you shit that never happens, then that's Spirit telling you don't get a reading from this clown anymore. You see what I'm saying? So you got to pick and choose and learn who to deal with and who not to deal with. So I've been through it all. I've got a reading from a lot of people in my life, but I don't get readings no more. If I do, I'll get it from somebody I trust. And even people who read me are like, don't even want to, because they don't want to be wrong. And I'm like, look, it's okay. I'm asking you. I'm not gonna, if you're wrong, I'm not gonna like tell the whole world, I don't care. It's cool. I just want you to read me. I don't give a fuck. See if you're right or whatever. If you're right, I'm gonna praise you like a motherfucker. Like I'm gonna be like, hey, guess what? You were right. I'm so glad we have a connection. Cool. That's it. If you're wrong, I'll be like, yeah, it didn't happen, but I'm good. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, fuck you, you idiot. I spent money on you. I want my money back. Like people get too like crazy over readings. They get too addicted to readings. It's sad. People like think that because you pay somebody to tell you something that is gonna happen. It's not necessarily that's the case because people change every day. The energy changes every day. So if something happens, be grateful it happened. But if something doesn't happen, it's because it's out of my control and out of yours. As long as there's free will, which there always will be, nothing's ever like gonna be perfect or guaranteed. Or if something doesn't happen, it was meant not to happen. And I'm never gonna be right for everybody. It's impossible for me to read every single person and be right. But if I'm always right or 90% right about you, then that tells you that's telling you that spirit wants you to come to me and spirit respects the connection between you and I. That's why things happen. But if it doesn't happen, it means that you're not meant to know any of the information that I'm giving you. So it's going to be wrong because spirit doesn't want you to to know that information. And if you go on YouTube right now and you search live psychics and you go to 5 psychics right now within an hour and ask a yes no question, the same question, you copy and paste it to 5 different people, you're gonna get different answers. There's no way in hell all 5 of those people are gonna tell you the same thing to a T. There's no way. I've proven that a million times. And if you do that, spirit's gonna laugh at you and say, "Look at this dumbass." They're going to like 5 different people to see if they're gonna get the same answer. And even if you do, even if you got the answer from all 5 people, yes, you're gonna try a 6th person, and if that person says no, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, damn it. Oh well. What if this one person's wrong, right, and the other ones are wrong? Or what if everybody's wrong and this person's right? Vice versa." So you like that's why you never do that shit. You go to one person and one person only. If you want to go to 2 and you get the same answer, then most likely it may happen. And if it doesn't, that means that spirit had a different plan, or the person you asked about changed their mind, or the person that you dealt with, something happened. Because if you ask me something today, it might not be the same tomorrow or the next day or the next day. And if you keep asking, spirits can be like, for fuck's sake, just shut up already and wait. You think spirit don't get irritated? Of course they do. They get irritated every day. So if you come in here and you ask shit every day, or you go to somebody else and ask shit every day, spirits can be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm gonna start telling you like the wrong answer, so you leave this person alone, or you like stop asking. Like you can't let this be an obsession in your life. And I've turned away many people from asking every day. And sometimes I just don't care because you're stupid enough to do it, or you just don't understand that doing it is wrong. But if you're asking different things, then that's different. But if you're asking the same day, does Bob love me? Does Bob love me today? Oh, but I haven't asked you in 24 hours, so I want to know if he loves me today. Will Bob love me tomorrow? Will Bob ever love me? Does Bob think I'm cute? Does Bob think that I'm sexy? Does Bob love my ass? Does Bob love my eyelashes? Bob doesn't give a flying fuck about you, woman. Because if he did, he'd tell you himself. You wouldn't have to ask me. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So like things like that is excessive and like bad to do. So leave Bob alone, okay? And go about your business. A lot of people don't even need a psychic. You just need your intuition, and you need to understand that certain things are going to be the way it is, and leave it alone and let life unfold for you. If you want to get a reading, that's okay. If you want to find out about something, that's cool. But if you do it every single day with multiple people, you're going to drive yourself nuts. And I once was that person because I thought it was fascinating to see how many people was right and who was wrong, or who I can trust and who I can't trust. And I was obsessed with finding the answers, and none of it ever happened. So that's the thing. You have to like understand the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do. And my advice is, when you deal with psychics, you got to look for the person that you connect with the most. So if you come to me and another person, and that person is more accurate for you than I am, then keep going to that person, because spirit wants you to deal with that person, because that's who they want to assign you to. But if you come to me and I'm always right about you, then that's the connection that spirit wants for you. Me, you, and them. Now, if you go to somebody else and you don't get the same answers, that's telling you something. Like, don't deal with that person. And you can go to like 2 or 3 people that's always right, because spirit doesn't want to let you down, because they like all 3 psychics, or all 3 people are actually genuine and they're going to tell you the truth. So it can be very tricky sometimes, but the best thing to do is to like, you know, understand that spirit has a limit on their patience with you too. So try not to like overindulge in readings and going to a psychic every single day. Like, that's bad. It's an obsession. You shouldn't do it. It's not good. But hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do whatever the fuck you like. It's your world you live in. You have free will. I'm just giving you my opinion and telling you that it's not healthy. It's not good for you. It don't bother me. Thanks, Jocelyn. I always want to be loved and respected, and be honest to everybody. And a lot of readers don't want me to tell people that. They want me to take their money and laugh at them. But see, I'm not here to take people's money and laugh at them. I'm here to actually genuinely help you and make you understand that there's more to life than doing this shit. You don't have to know every single thing every day. That's like really, that's kind of like pathetic if you have to know every single thing every day about everyone. Like, it's just too much. Just don't do it. It's not healthy. It's not good. And spirit don't want you to do that anyway. There's no need to know everybody's life or every situation that you're in every day. Just let your life pan out and make good decisions. That's what you have to do. If you do that, your life will be great. And I always tell everybody, there's a person that I love very much. I consider her a sister to me, and she had an obsession with readings. And she used to read with me almost every single day. And it was about different things and sometimes the same thing. And it got to a point where I said, look, you need to stop. Like, today is the last day I read for you, because I love you and I don't want you to get obsessed with this shit. I want you to live your life. And she cried and cried. And I told her, I said, look, I'm not doing this because I hate you, or I'm looking out for you. I don't need your fucking money, and you don't need to do this shit every day. It's too much. Just live your life, sweetheart. Go about your business. Allow the world to give you, and the universe to give you what you deserve. There's no need to know every single thought and thing that somebody's doing. Hey, Miss Bikini, how are you, sweetheart? How did the meeting go? So I told her, because I love her and she's like a sister to me. And she was one of my main clients. And not too long ago, she got a reading from me, you know, and I allowed it, and it was cool. I'll read for her every now and then, but it won't be every day. And whether or not she went to a different reader and bothered them every day, that's on her. But her life's not going to get any better, I guarantee it. Because Your spirit's looking at you saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like Mark just basically saved you, and you're here doing this shit again with somebody else. I don't know if she did, but I just hope that she understands and learns that you don't need to do it every day. You know. But another reader would be like, "Hell yeah, I'm taking this woman's money. I don't give a fuck. You're paying my bills, bitch." See, I'm not like that. I can't do that. That's not healthy, and that's bad for me. See, that's why people like that come into my life, because they're paying me and I'm making money off of them, and they're telling me how I'm always right and how crazy accurate I am, and how much they love me and how much they can't believe that I can talk to dead people, and that I make them cry, and they're like, oh, like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yes, okay, it is. But you have to understand, I'm not doing this to empty your bank account. I don't give a fuck about no money. If that was the case, I'd be here full time. But I'm not. Money's gonna go when I die. I don't care. You know, I'm here to make sure that you don't go fucking mental and crazy over stupid shit. You got me? Oh, there you go, Miss Bikini. I'm glad it went well. I'm glad Spirit was right. That's good. There you go. See, I told you it was gonna be okay. Well, Spirit told you it was gonna be okay. It's good. I tell you, they need you. You're an asset to the company. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I knew you was gonna be okay. I didn't get nothing bad. So that's good. See, all's good. All's good in the hood. So yeah, everything I've said here the past hour, I want everybody to know that like I've never been that person that's going to like keep taking from you every day and allowing you to get away with it. Because I'm not gonna let you take my energy and abuse my gifts for your life. I have other people to deal with as well. But when a person gets obsessed with this whole thing, I stop them and I bring them back to reality and say, look, you're not gonna do this shit to me every day. It's not gonna happen. So, and that person I'm talking about, I still speak to her, and she didn't take it personally. She actually thanked me, and she loves me, and I love her same way. And like I said, I read for her not too long ago, and that was it. She knew that not to take it too much and just keep going. And I always wish her the best and pray for her, you know. And that's it. I had to get her out of that mentality that this can't be done every day. It's not necessary. The best thing to do is live your life. Want to get a reading, fine, but every day is not okay. It's just too much. You know? But if you're asking about different things, that's different. You can ask about your career today. You can ask about Bob tomorrow, and you can ask about an Aquarius guy you met, or you can ask about your mom or your dad or something else. That's fine. But if you ask about the same shit every day, it's not good. It's like you're obsessed and you need to stop. And I'll be the first one to tell you to stop, because you're not going to do that to me. I ain't going to have time for that shit. I don't want to read the same person every fucking day. And if anybody's going to tell you, it's going to be me. You can take it how you want. But majority of the time, everybody's been good lately. I haven't had any real pain in the asses like that. I don't have like obsessive weirdos in here anymore. I used to have a lot of them, but they're all gone. So they might be bothering somebody else. Yeah, spirit does want us to figure it out, because they give us signs to figure it out. And if you're here in this room and you see me and you're hearing me and you know me and you talk to me or you got readings from me, like, I'm gonna help you no matter what. But if you abuse readings and you abuse my energy, then we're not going to be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's unnecessary to do shit every day. And that's what I explain to people. But like I said, a lot of readers that are greedy, they'll say otherwise. Yeah, sure, you can get readings every day because you're going to fill my pockets with gold. And I don't give a fuck about you. I just want money. You know, so that's the problem on here and on a lot of places is especially TikTok, it's actually pretty delusional. On TikTok, it's really bad. On here, it's kind of mellow now. It's not that many because they all went to TikTok. When I go on TikTok, I know a few readers on there that I talk to. There's a young lady that I talk to. She's very cool. She's a good reader. Um, and she's young. She's like 25, I think. And she's a very good reader for her age. And she's never about money. Like, people pay her, but she's not like a greedy bitch or anything like that. She's funny. She interacts with everybody. She thanks everybody. And her energy is nice. I don't get no bad vibes from her. And but there are some people on TikTok. Oh my god, they're like, I'll diss them right now because I can't stand some of those women on there aggravate the shit out of me. And it's always a damn woman that comes up with these delusional bullshit things in their mind. This woman would be like, she'll be just standing there like a miserable hoe, right? And she'll be like, "Oh, everybody, you see this candle? I'm selling candles right now, and I'm also burning candles for you. If you buy this candle, it's $20. I made it myself, liar. And I'm going to light this candle and change your whole life. All you gotta do is send me $20 through PayPal, Vimeo, or whatever fucking delusional app that you have to give me money. Please give me $20 and I will change your whole life. As soon as I light this bitch up, your whole life is gonna change. When this candle's finished, I'm going to make sure that the devil takes care of you and all you gotta do is give me $20. So if five of you dumbasses give me $20 in the next couple of minutes, I'll have $100. And all I spent was $1 on these candles at Walmart and put a pretty little fucking color on it. Shut your bitch ass up, woman. You ain't doing none of those things. That's why I can't stand people who do that shit, because it's all bullshit. Ain't no fucking you lighting a candle going to save anybody's fucking life, bitch. You're lying like shit. Shut your ass up. If that was the case, you wouldn't even be able to light that bitch up because everybody would be in that room. Give me 10 fucking candles. You changed my life. You're the best. I've never heard anybody, I've never seen nobody write in a chat room. Yeah, this person, they lit that candle and I'm fucking changed. I got my axe back. He's licking my toes now. He pays for my bills. He's a changed man just by this $20 candle. Are you out of your damn mind? That shit ain't gonna work. You fucking delusional or something? If that was the case, I would have done it. And I would have told everybody about it. Those TikTok hoes, they're crazy. There's a lot of fake psychics on TikTok. They make me laugh. And then some of them will be like, "Oh, I'll just send me like $25 and I'll give you a full reading. You can ask me 3 questions and I'll answer them." And then they got this aggressive women on there. They shuffle the cards, so I don't even want to shuffle the cards that hard, that fast or hard. They'll be like, I can't even shuffle that fast. They're like, and then card goes like this. And like, "Oh yeah, you got the judgment," and I'm like, how the fuck these people live with themselves? Calm the fuck down. You ain't gotta shuffle them fucking cards that hard, and you ain't gotta you make shit pop the fuck up. What you doing? Calm your ass down. I'm saying these people actually go to people like this. These people are crazy. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you spend money on these delusional women on TikTok and people on TikTok that Like, they're not even psychics. They don't even know how to read the damn cards. I've seen a lot of crazy people on TikTok, and it's kind of disturbing to see how crazy they are. I never knew there was that many psychics in the world, and that many tarot. I'm not even gonna call them psychics. I didn't know there was that many tarot readers in the world until I went on TikTok. You've done a good thing by taking TikTok off your phone, Miss Bikini, because it's. Let me tell you something. Every app is good unless you abuse it. And when I go on TikTok, I go on there to see like videos of funny things, or my nephews will send me funny ass memes or videos, and I love TikTok for one reason. They like there's constant information on there, and there's constant like during the hurricane in North Carolina, like I was watching some of the live videos, and how like it was like fucking everything up, and like how people were saying, "Oh, I survived," and like it's a good form of communication to like let people know and let people see reality and see the truth. That's the only reason why I like TikTok and I still have it. But if you're going on there to get a reading, you better choose wisely, because there is like 90% scammers on there. And if you see some woman talking about she's gonna light a candle and change your life, you better keep scrolling, because that shit's bullshit. Ain't nobody lighting no candle and changing your life. We either you're at church, where you go to church and you light a candle, you say, "Please, Jesus, help me." Who the fuck are you? You ain't Jesus or God to be lighting no damn candle talking about, "I'm gonna do this for you." And let me tell you, I believe in all that candle stuff, but you have to have the right intentions. You can't be going on TikTok talking about, you give me 20. Me and Becca were talking about this not too long ago, how Becca got scammed as well by buying one of those damn candles and nothing happened. Because it's all bullshit. Because those people's intentions are not real. So that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I do. I don't really get readings on there, but there's one reader on there. I'm not gonna say her name, but there's one reader on there, and she's like 25 years old, and she's a lovely lady. She's a lovely woman. I I was like, I liked her style of reading. I never got a reading from her. I asked her a yes no question, and that was like about 3 months ago or something like that. Because she says I sent her like a rose or whatever, like you send those roses and shit. So I sent her, like, I had some credits on there, so I sent her like a couple roses. She's like, "Oh, Mark, you can ask me a question." I was like, "All right, cool, I'll ask you a question," and she answered it. And but she's busy all the time. Like she's always in there like shuffling cards and like answering people. Her room's always packed. But I like her energy. I know she's genuine. I know she's real. And people like say to her the next day, "Oh yeah, your shit happened, and blah blah blah. You were right about this and stuff like that." Like I rate her. She's cool. There's a lot of cool people out there, but if you see like all that candle bullshit, it's like there's people up to nothing, up to some bullshit. There's only one woman I know that did candle work, and her shit actually worked. I'm not saying it's bullshit for everybody, but there is some bullshitters out there. That's for sure. And that shit necessarily don't work. Then you get those people that I talked about with the popsicle sticks. You know, like popsicle stick lady. Where's the damn thing? I had it here, but I don't have it here now. Yeah, I don't have it here. I just have this clothes peg thing. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy people out there. You gotta watch out for all the crazy people. But yeah, TikTok is a place I'm definitely not gonna like look for a decent, genuine psychic. That's for sure. If you know of one, you can tell me, and I'll go look her up or look them up. But there's not many. I've been through the list. I've been waiting for my inheritance for a while now. And I said, let me see who's going to be right about it. And I went on TikTok, and every day I was on there for a week. And every day I went on there, I went to a different person and asked the same question: when will I get my inheritance in September? And a lot of them said yes, 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 yes. Only one person told me no, it might be the next month, which is this month, right? And then there was another lady that told me that I won't get it till November, right? So it was only like 2 or 3 people that told me I wasn't gonna get it in September. I was gonna get it in maybe October, November, right? Only 2 people out of like 10. Everybody else says yes, yes, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it like sooner than you're gonna get it in September. You're gonna get it next week. You're gonna get it tomorrow. You're gonna get it like in September. September's been done and gone, and they were all wrong because those people are the ones who do like yes, no questions so fast that they don't even know what they're doing. Like they're just like casually just sitting there and they got their deck in front of them. They literally do this. They have the deck in front of them like this, right? And they'll go, Miss Bikini, what did you say? Okay, yes. Jocelyn, what did you say? Okay, yeah, yes. Okay, and they don't shuffle shit, right? They just got the deck like this, and they just pick cards and they put the other one on the bottom. And they'll go, okay, yeah, you yes. Oh, a lot of yeses today. And I'm saying, yeah, you were wrong again, you dumbass. I ain't good into you. You just fucking don't even put no effort into this shit. So people like that, they're just like not doing the right thing. That's why it don't work. But there's going to be the odd person that they read and they're right. And then that person is going to give them money and realize that they made a mistake. Anyway, I can't believe I've been on a serious rant about all this shit. It's because I genuinely like care how people deal with people. And I don't like the fact that people rob people and people use this to disrespect people. And if you know you don't have it in you, then don't do it. Don't scam people. Because you're gonna get karma for this shit. Because spirit ain't gonna allow that shit to happen. You're gonna get haunted and you're gonna get karma for disrespecting like, you know, this type of work. You know? So it's either do it and appreciate it and do it genuinely or don't do it at all. Because you're gonna find yourself in a bad place. And I can't stand some people that are on these videos and say, tarot is bullshit, psychic stuff is bullshit, it's all manipulation, it's not real. And I'm saying to myself, if you think that, you're dumb. Because this is very real. But you have to go to a real person to get it done. There's not too many decent real people that do this. Like actually know what they're doing and actually have a good track record and actually have like a good accuracy level. There's not many, but there is a lot, but there's not many left because people get fed up or people don't want to be wrong and they can't accept the fact that you're wrong or it didn't go the way you predicted. But if you say me, 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 oh, I said this and I did that, and you don't acknowledge spirit, then you're kind of like gonna lose your power immediately. And that's why a lot of people who think that they are the ones behind things, like the guys I said in earlier, those guys are all the same. They all talk to hear themselves and they never give thanks to spirit. And if they do, it's not a genuine thanks. It's like I'm gonna say it for those who pay attention. Fuck out of here. Your bullshit. All right, before I go, because it's getting late and all I'm doing over here is rambling about how fucked up people are. And I shouldn't, but I do anyway, because they can't tell me I'm wrong. Because they know I'm right about them. prove me wrong otherwise, but you won't. All right, I'm gonna use my Marky Marks tarot deck, something that they don't have either. But yeah, I'm gonna use my original deck here. I'll give you guys a message if you want one. I'm gonna give myself a message first. Usually I give myself a message last, but I'm giving myself a message first because I can. All right, I got listen to your intuition. See? Stay focused on your goals. I am. And there's going to be some complete and sudden changes. I'll take that. There you go. Sounds good to me. I broke the ice for the messages. Sounds good to me. I'll stay focused on my goals and listen to my intuition. Sounds good. And I'll take the complete and sudden changes too, as long as they're good. So if you guys want a message, just let me know if you want one. I'll give you one before I go. If not, that's cool. I'll go. Can you do this with your deck? Probably not. Okay, Miss Bikini, I'll give you a message. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I like to motivate people. You guys motivate me. That's why I'm here. Glad you're listening. All right. You're manifesting money. Sounds good. As long as you share. The answer is no at the moment for something that you're wanting at the moment. So at the moment it's no. And free yourself from negativity. There you go. We need to walk Marky next week since it's cooler. Yes, I agree. That's weird you said that. Because today I was in the workshop and I said, you know what? I'm so glad it's 70 degrees now. And now I'm going to start going on the treadmill. I said that today when I was in the garage and I looked at the treadmill and I was like, you know what? It's 70 degrees today. It's starting to get cooler. So now it's time. So I'm like, yes. Good. So yeah, starting Monday, I think I'm going to do that. Sounds good to me. See, that was meant for you to say that, because I was talking about that not too long ago, saying how I need to start walking again once it gets cooler. And it was 70 degrees today. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, fuck, I can't believe it's nice and cool right now. I was like, yeah, it's time to go walking. And here you are saying it's time to go. We need to go walking next week. That's crazy. So yeah, that's our sign to do it. All right. Nobody else is saying they want a message, so oh well. You're welcome, Miss Bikini. I'm glad it all worked out for you at work, and I'm glad Spirit was taking care of you. And now you can apply for your bonus and Just be more careful, and the spirit will have your back as usual. Like I said, I knew it was going to be fine. I didn't get nothing bad, so that's good. Glad it's all good. All right, good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've been on twice today too, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cool. Good night.